Before you start investing or try growing any savings you might already have, it's important to ask yourself, what kind of investor am I? Everyone has a different investor profile, and this can be determined by key factors such as how much financial risk are you willing and able to take on, and when will you need to access your money. In Webroker, you'll see the different types of investor profiles. Let's run through a few of them. First, the conservative investor. This type of investor typically wants their money to grow, but they tend to be mainly concerned with protecting their funds from taking on any sort of loss. Like Adam, a 30-year-old father-to-be who recently started a new job. Adam has never invested before, but now that he has a steady income, he is interested in starting a retirement fund. However, at this stage in his life, Adam has a fairly limited budget that he can work with. And, with a baby on the way, he isn't interested in taking on much risk as he may need to access funds from his investments in the near future. Adam wants to get his feet wet in the market, but as a conservative investor, he is more concerned with protecting his initial investment than he is with growing his money aggressively. A typical conservative portfolio may mostly be made up of cash and fixed income products, like bonds. It may also have a small amount of exposure to equities, like stocks. Unlike the conservative investor, the moderate investor is typically more comfortable taking on risk. Their goal tends to be more moderate or steady growth for their investments. Meet Maria, a 45-year-old librarian and mother of two who wants to celebrate her 50th birthday on a Mediterranean cruise with her family. With this goal in mind, she wants her investments to grow at a stable or consistent rate over time. And since her goal is 5 years away, she knows that if she experiences some loss on her investments, there may be time to try to recover the difference. Her portfolio may be more balanced than Adam's. Roughly half of a typical moderate portfolio may include higher risk equities, like stocks, and the other half may be made up of lower risk products, like cash and bonds. While the moderate investor tends to be comfortable taking on some risk with their investments, the aggressive investor typically feels ready to take on even more. Take Nadia, for example. At 28, she's a young professional with quite a bit of disposable income due to a well-paying job. Nadia's goal is to purchase a house by the time she is 35. Like Adam, she's never invested before, but she considers investing her extra savings to help reach her goal. Unlike Adam, she's eager to grow her money more rapidly. And since she's at the start of her career with no family obligations at this time, she will likely not have to withdraw money from her investments anytime soon. Aggressive portfolios may be made up of mainly higher risk products which can significantly swing up and down in value with the potential for strong growth over time. However, you may experience greater losses than with other profiles. This is why it's important to understand your risk tolerance. You might see yourself falling into one of these investor profiles that I just described, or somewhere in between. You can also compare the other profiles in more detail to help give you a better understanding of investment portfolios and the different ways that you can build them. But if these don't seem like the right fit for you, know that you can also customize your own profile. And finally, depending on where you are in life, your investor profile may change. For instance, you may change careers or have an addition to your family. So remember that it's a good idea to periodically reassess and adjust your investment strategy accordingly. If you have questions or want more information, contact a TD Direct Investment representative.